Seven hells.
I am loyal to your father. I am loyal to our both, please. No. No, stop, no, please, no, stop, no!
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Désolé, c'est Discord et une amie.
Oh,
Coucou.
coucou. Ça va?
Ouais, je suis sur Game of Thrones TLT et je suis en train de stream. Et je pars dans une demi-heure de travail.
D'accord. Mais je sais pas si t'as vu, moi aussi j'étais en train de streamer.
Ah non, désolé. Enfin, mon GSM vient de me dire que tu streamais.
Ah, d'accord. Un peu en retard, mais...
Ouais. Bon, pour l'instant, j'aime bien le Game of Thrones Telltale. Il est pas mal.
Ouais?
Ouais, ça va. Mais en même temps, je suis fan de Game of Thrones, donc...
Ouais, voilà. Non, aussi.
C'est juste un peu surprenant
Bloody hell.
faire la flèche ou les touches assez vite. Des fois ils te préviennent pas et t'as pas le temps quoi, de changer entre le clavier et la souris.
Ouais. J'imagine, ouais. Doom classique, complete. Oh, on peut avoir tous les vieux Doom.
Et
Lord
des fois tu fais
Ethan,
un choix mais ça n'a
as
pas
I
dit
was
ce que tu
saying,
voulais, tu vois.
you are young,
Ouais, ouais.
and there are those within these walls who
T'as
are
qu'une
uncertain
phrase,
of your
tu peux pas
leadership.
vraiment tout prédire.
Ouais.
But 300
Bah, moi aussi, j'ai
generations of
streamé, donc,
Forester
en gros,
lords
j'ai
stand
streamé,
behind you.
yesterday.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And
Mais
what
par
would they call
contre,
me?
That
là, que
is
tu
for you to
vois,
define as the new Lord.
Je t'entends pas très bien. Peut-être baisser un
attends
peu
2
le
minutes.
son.
Attends 2 minutes.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all
Ouais,
others,
ça va.
the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Merde, je sais plus.
C'est pas grave.
Pas
Keep
grave.
walking, you
Ouais.
craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
Bon bah je vais voir les jeux qu'il y a sur PlayStation.
I've done
mais
nothing
apparemment,
wrong.
ça,
I was only
sur
trying to
PlayStation,
survive.
ils font plus tard.
Lord Ethan. Maester. This Craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed!
Pharmacie.
We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons,
En
but
tout cas,
instead
les
we caught him
films d'habitude,
stealing
tu
them.
vas les kiffer, ils sont géniaux. Ça n'a
Two
rien à voir
shields and
enfin,
three
avec la
spears.
série parce que c'est une histoire différente avec des personnages différents et tout. Et c'est
Is
super.
what Sir
Il est
Royland
génial.
said true?
Yes,
Ouais, je sais.
my lord.
Je jouerai
I
plus tard.
fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. I've a family to feed, and not two coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go! Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Pardon.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
He's a thief.
We can send him to the wall.
Leave the man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserves it. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
Hein?
If you punish me,
Rien, j'arrive à un
you'll
moment
be
donné, je
punishing
fais
an
un choix,
innocent
soit de
man.
couper trois doigts
You'll be
d'un
the
voleur ou
justice,
l'envoyer
my
au
lord.
mur.
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
I, Ethan of House Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief. The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
Help, please, my lord.
J'ai choisi de lui couper 3
My
doigts.
lord, please.
Sympa.
Please, no.
Bah, c'est ce que mon père faisait dans le jeu, donc...
My lord, normally it is the lord
Puis avec ses...
to carry
Enfin,
out.
même s'il a 3 doigts en moins, il peut toujours
I am willing
subvenir
to
aux
carry
besoins de
it.
sa famille.
I will carry out the sentence.
Et je vais les couper moi. Oh putain.
This is injustice, my lord.
Pardon.
Après, je sais pas si les paysans m'en voudront ou pas. Mais bon, il a quand même volé des trucs, donc fallait le punir.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. It can weigh on any lord.
It's a lord's
Moi,
duty,
j'avais un compte
so I
origine
did
il y a
it.
longtemps, mais je l'ai plus fait.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Sure.
Ouais, en gros, je suis remonté ici pour rien.
You're all worthless and weak.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honored.
Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword. I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Rules mean nothing if we don't enforce them. It doesn't matter if he's good or bad. You can't steal. That's a rule.
Well, I say he was bad. Bad men killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Et ben ce petit garçon a des balls.
Hein?
Ben, en fait le petit garçon dit un jour j'aurai ma vraie épée et je tuerai les gens qui ont tué ma famille. Et le gars il a quoi 5 à 8 ans.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And, you should know that swinging that blade yourself took stones. It was a man's way of justice. Now, when I say parry, get that sword out!
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow, at first light.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Désolée. Ah là là.
I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. How could you be so cruel?
À tes souhaits.
I'm worried about you. What am I supposed to think? Ugh. You promised me you wouldn't change, and I believed you.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know, and that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you. Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
What do you think of Sir Royland? Do you trust him?
He's a fine warrior, my lord. But he's nowhere near ready to serve as sentinel. I do not trust him. He's likely to lose his temper and get us all killed. And at the worst possible time.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Do it like you mean it.
Je dois choisir un bras droit. Et t'en as un, c'est le chef de la garde, tu vois.
Maester.
Donc il est plus militaire et t'en as un qui est plus conseiller en
I see
diplomatie.
you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
J'ai vu des vidéos où si on écoute le guerrier, on meurt, tu vois. Donc j'hésite à prendre le diplomate, mais j'ai pas confiance en le diplomate, quoi.
Ouais, bah...
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Bon, allez, on va prendre le diplomate.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
On va faire sur un pari, un coup de
This
dé.
is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice.
Courage, courage.
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Putain, je sens, on va se faire
Now,
prendre, on va se prendre une
Sentinel,
quenelle, je le sens.
what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here. We've no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You'd gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sleeping dog, c'est quoi ce truc?
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
J'ai l'impression d'avoir fait les mauvais choix. Oh putain.
My lord, I have fought for this family for...
Ah, t'as jamais fait en fait les jeux Telltale? T'en avais
Non,
jamais
c'est
fait.
la première fois.
Ah, d'accord, oui. Je me disais aussi comment ça...
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Ah, t'es arrivé jusqu'où en fait sur
Fine.
Scroll Online?
Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
J'ai avancé un peu.
Thank
Je suis
you,
arrivé
Ethan.
sur le continent.
I'm glad you will let me do this.
Et,
Know that you never stand
mais je fais
alone.
partie de l'Alliance.
You are a
moi,
forester.
le...
Mira stands with us, and she
Ah,
may be able
d'accord.
to
Moi
help us yet.
je suis sur Keraden.
Mais ça fait peut-être une semaine ou deux que j'ai pas été, donc je sais plus trop quelle ville je suis. La ville des champignons, là.
Ah, c'est à Keraden.
Milady.
You!
Begging your
T'as choisi quoi comme race en fait?
pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
Un humain.
How long have you been waiting?
Not long.
Un nordique.
I was just passing by when I saw
Je
you
pense que
emerge
j'ai
from Lady
pris
Marjorie's room.
Un nordique.
I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like, and your family.
T'as l'air
If you're
trop
willing to
motivé
trust me,
pour aller au boulot.
I hear all sorts of things.
Non, j'ai
Things
pas
that could be
envie.
useful for you.
Mais je vais devoir te laisser là.
Which is why you must trust me,
Pas de
milady.
soucis, on
You
se
need
revoit tantôt, de
allies.
toute façon.
I'm sorry.
Ouais.
I really must go.
À tantôt.
Tantôt, bisous, courage pour le boulot.
Merci, bisous.
Please don't despair.
Ouais.
I know people who...
J'ai raté une discussion pour gagner sa confiance.
People who'd be willing to help you.
Ok, bizarre.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you,
Warden of
Lord.
the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can
Alors
see.
ça j'ai déjà vu et normalement il va vouloir en prendre un otage et le seigneur donne sa vie
We
en
really
échange
must
et il
focus on the
crève.
business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First,
J'ai pas envie de crever en fait.
let's see you
J'ai peur que
bend
si
the
je fais
knee
le
to
choix
my
du
father.
lâche, je crève quand même.
Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say
Bon,
they're
on n'a
loyal.
pas la force de leur résister. Hein, on va
My
s'achever.
lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
at Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Ok, et là je me demande comment ils ont vu son signe de la main.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not Frightened? Are you?
Lord
Allez, c'est
Ramsay,
le moment où je ne vais
please.
pas envie
And
de
you?
crever. Si on peut garder tout
Are you
mon
Lord
temps, je vais
Ethan's
essayer.
older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
Oh merde.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
You've gone too far, Lord
Ok, je vais
Ramsay.
crever.
I demand you let her go.
Scénario. Désolé, j'aurais essayé.
I suppose
J'aurais
you
fait
can
d'autres choix,
stay.
mais je voulais pas crever en fait.
Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want the brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No!
Even though you did
Et en
bend
fait,
the
si tu
knee.
choisis de mettre les gars à la porte et tout.
I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Ryan,
Stop
please!
it!
Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Ok, c'est Game of Thrones. C'est Game of Thrones, ne faisons pas attention. Et c'est ici que je vais vous quitter. Merci de m'avoir suivi. Bonne journée.